Okay, we're back. So I covered the history of the Chinese charter school project. The conclusion is that Falun Dafa practitioners are targets of the CCP persecution in America. And the Chinese Communist Party has been using the strategy of creating lies to separate the practitioners' parents, siblings, classmates, friends, and all work-related people. For example, another problem Dr. Wang encountered is that Dr. Wang's research project was subjected to persecution by the Chinese government. First, Dr. Wang's husband was alienated from her and divorced her, took away her son, and took away all her savings, took away all her real estate properties, and even took away her retirement money from 7 years of working at Harvard. Second, Dr. Wang's parents were brainwashed by the CCP and then became CCP's agent to come to America and lived in her Seattle home. And ultimately, when Dr. Wang came to New York for the business trip to try to rescue Charles Lee, the persecuted Falun Dafa practitioner, also is American citizen, worked at Harvard Medical School, Mass General Hospital, was arrested by the Chinese government and put in jail and tortured. So Dr. Wang's coming to New York, that business trip, was to rescue Charles Lee under the request of Charles Lee's then fiancée, now wife, Yongqing. So what happened also to Dr. Wang's workplace? Dr. Wang was doing research to review the impact of Falun Dafa practice to human immune system, and worked together with Dr. Lily Fan, published research article, and that kind of data is very, very important for the American general public to understand how significant the data is. The data basically show solid proof that Falun Dafa cultivation way to can elevate the level of the human immune system to a new level of ability to combat infection, and also a new level to balance out increased immunity with increased tolerance. So it is a system level upgrading of the human immune system after practicing Falun Dafa. And this data is particularly significant for the policymakers currently in the health field all over the world. COVID-19 killed a lot of people. And a lot of people are thinking, this is all the faults of the virus, and we need to combat the virus. Therefore, the strategy is vaccination and antiviral. So entire international community strategy to combat COVID-19 is a modern science and technology approach to view the virus as a deadly enemy and to try to fight the virus. Yeah. That is the overall driving philosophy of the treatment of COVID-19 internationally right now, right? Vaccination has been indoctrinated to every single person, considering that's the solution for COVID-19, right? But I just want to also take the opportunity to say something here. If the world knows Dr. Wang's discovery on the impact of Falun Dafa onto the human immune system, and if the world can understand Dr. Wang's discovery that, as a matter of fact, human diseases in every way cannot be treated, healed by science and technology, and the fundamental root cause of all forms of human diseases is due to something called karma. It is a real substance and it is produced and stored in other dimension. And the modern science technology cannot detect it, just like the meridian system that the Chinese 5,000 years ago already had this ancient science of Chinese herbal medicine and also acupuncture. Acupuncture, the mechanism of its healing is not towards the molecules. It is towards the energy system called meridian. Human behaviors can lead to the accumulation of an energy field. The wrong behaviors lead to the energy field called karma. The right behavior leads to the energy field called virtue. The energy field of karma has a nature, which is in the Chinese ancient science belongs to called yin and yang, right? The karma belongs to the yin nature. Yin. Now the virtue belongs to the yang in nature. We know the Tai Chi symbol, the black and white. Black, karma. White, virtue. Yin and yang is a balance, right? So this is the thing that when people do wrong things in the universe, it accumulates yin energy. When people do right things in the universe, accumulates yang energy. This is not superstitious. This is very profound ancient science that now has been validated by the most frontier physics, quantum physics. Okay, so this is about how human mind is the root cause of human diseases. It's the profound science that modern people must learn. And Dr. Wang used the modern science technology to validate this to be true. And Falun Dafa, the reason Falun Dafa is so powerful in healing, which according to solid modern science technology-based research, prove that all forms of modern human diseases that a modern medicine cannot cure, which is in the category called system-level diseases, such as cardiovascular disease, which means heart disease, high blood pressure, cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, depression, post-traumatic distress syndrome, other autoimmune disease such as rheumatoid arthritis, scleroderma, okay? All those neurodegenerative diseases, modern science already claim no cure, only prevention. Falun Dafa deliver the healing rate of over 90%. This is solid scientific data. This is fact. If modern science is supposed to study a phenomena based upon fact, detectable fact, Falun Dafa phenomena shall be the number one central focus of the current or leading scientists of the modern life science field. All the scientists from the field of researching the cure for cancer, for heart disease, for high blood pressure, for diabetes, for scleroderma, for rheumatoid arthritis, for Alzheimer's, for MS, for post-traumatic distress syndrome, for autism, for depression, manic depression. All these diseases every year is consuming US government money, 1/4 of national income. 1/4 of American national income is invested into the so-called molecular medicine. And all the most renowned scientists all over the world are working with molecules in order to find molecular medicine. But the cause of diseases are not at the molecular level. The cause of the disease is at the quantum level. That's what Dr. Wang's enlightenment. Dr. Wang decided that molecular medicine that's consuming lots of public money is not going to deliver the cure to cancer. And the fundamental cure is to help people to understand that their diseases are caused by their wrong conducts. Their wrong conducts are guided by their wrong thoughts. Their wrong thoughts is because of their ignorance and refuse to learn morality. What kind of wrong ideas right now are dominating humanity and killing humanity with all forms of diseases? In summary, Master Li has repeatedly delivered the teachings about this. Atheism. Atheism means people believe that humanity is the center of the universe. Humanity is the highest species, and humanity can do whatever. And there is no God. There is no Buddha. There is no Taoist. And people should not believe in heaven, but should believe in human. And should use human power to conquer nature. That's called atheism. With that kind of ideology, human immune system commit suicide. Because the human immune system cannot differentiate self versus non-self. And no tolerance. And that's why COVID-19, those people who died, is all due to their ideology-driven wrong behaviors. Atheism is the number one killer. And based upon the atheism, you have Darwin's evolution theory. And those people who follow Darwin's evolution theory believe that they are animals. And they come from evolution, which is from inorganic to organic, from low species to high species, from aquatic animals to land animals, and then turn into monkey, climb on the tree, come down, stand up as a human. So they think that humanity comes from monkeys. And because of that, these people, they don't want to learn anything about morality. They don't want to practice any spirituality. And in countering conflict, all these people want to fight, conquer, kill. And these people are driven by animal nature, which is greed, lust, desire, anger, jealousy, competitive mentality, evil thoughts, right? These are deadly killer of the human health. So, thank you very much. So, atheism, evolution theory, and then the most evil one is called communism. Communism, sadly, currently, is viewed as one of the economical models. In the College of America, when I was attending Berkeley College, the professor teaches students of Berkeley College that communism is one of the three economical models called capitalism, socialism, and communism. This sentence is now in the textbook of all colleges, and Edward, our young leader, will be studying it. And Miss Lotus Blossom Weiss, our young leader, will be studying it. And Mr. Noah Wang Genitosio, our young leader, was fed by it. All the college students these days are following this totally poisonous teachings. And they are everywhere in all the textbooks from K to 12, from college to graduate studies, and even in the brain of all the most renowned professors. This poison is the number one killer for humanity. They believe that communism is a normal system to share resource instead of having private ownership. They believe that communism is such a great idea to let the nation leader have all the control of all the resource and then allocate the resource to the people. That's why currently American college students, many of them love communism. Many of them loves Black Lives Matters. And Black Lives Matters is not truly treasuring Black lives. It is under the banner of helping Black people, but it's communism, promoting communism. Under the banner of women's rights, young ladies are being encouraged to commit abortion. Young ladies are being encouraged to do premarital sex. Women's rights is encouraging women to follow atheism, evolution theories, and communism, and kill themselves, and kill their children, and kill their future as a great wife and a great mother, and let alone to be able to be a great grandmother. Women in modern society are severely targeted and destroyed by all these evil ideologies.